Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. Right now where I am, it is the early morning hours of July 19th, 2022. Early morning hours, Tuesday. And I am still up because the Criterion Collection has just now made its announcement with respect to the releases that it plans to make during the month of October 2022. And I'm looking at the website right now, and I'm still processing this information because there's a lot of information here and there's a lot to be excited about. So if it's okay with you, my dear friends, let us now share our initial reactions to this incredibly phenomenal announcement. And of course, with the understanding that when these items do arrive in the mail, that'll give us the opportunity to actually look at them and explore them and see what it is they have included with them. But for now, let us share with each other our initial impressions of the October announcement, or in other words, the Criterion Collection's announcement with respect to its planned releases that it will be making for the month of October 2022. And for more information, as always, please visit the website directly, the Criterion Collection website directly. There you can find artwork, synopses written out, technical specifications, lists of special features, and the like as of now. Of course, it might be subject to change between now and the actual release date, as so many things are. But at least for now, please refer to the website for more information if you're seeking it. It's really great, by the way. So, but for now, let us share with each other our initial thoughts and impressions on October 2022. And wow.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
First up, scheduled for release on October 4th, 2022, and this is a title that already exists in the Criterion Collection at spine number 909. And this is the work from 1968, and it is Night of the Living Dead. So it already exists in the Criterion Collection under the, for example, the Blu-ray. But in October, what we have, or according to the website, what we're going to get is a 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo, 3 discs that will be planned for release October 4th, 2022. And it looks like, according to the information that's found on the website right now, it looks like the presentation materials will be the same. The restoration presentation materials will be the same, so I don't see any indication of any changes there, although of course if there are any changes to be had, we can always explore that or find out any more news about this. But it looks like it is, without any further information to be had here, it looks like it is the same restoration, but now with the 4K UHD technology being applied for purposes of this new release. So we shall wait and see how that looks and feels. Now, I have the Blu-ray, and I'm very happy and very impressed with the Blu-ray as is. But again, we shall see how this application looks. And how it looks and reacts and interacts with this work from 68. This classic work, Night of the Living Dead. I've spoken a little bit about this film, but any opportunity to be able to speak about the film Night of the Living Dead, I welcome with open arms. And so it'll be very intriguing to see this presentation technology and the sound technology to be applied here. But I'm highly anticipating it, and I'm looking forward to it immensely. So, and again, it's a further indication, further step as to the way in which Criterion is using and applying and taking advantage of this technology. It doesn't have to be for everyone, of course. For those who are satisfied with the, for example, the Blu-ray, and I am very happy with the Blu-ray. Of course, there is no need, there's no requirement to have to purchase, say, a different format option for the same film. Of course not. So whatever your needs are as the consumer of these products. That is completely fine, and it's completely up to you. But then for others who may want that choice, here is that option again being made available October 4th, 2022. And yes, should all go according to how things usually fall. You know, I always try to speak about the titles as they get released, so I will try to do so also for this planned release in October. Again, any opportunity to speak about Night of the Living Dead, I welcome with open arms, and so very, very excited indeed. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, while it already exists, it's now getting the 4K UHD treatment in that Blu-ray combo pack. So very, very excited. And we shall see what the packaging changes are, if any. There might be some slight size dimension changes, taking into consideration the third disc that needs to be inserted there, etc. But we shall see all these changes and how it works out. Looking forward to that opportunity, my dear friends. Once again, October 4th, we will see the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo release of Night of the Living Dead. Next, scheduled for release October 11th, 2022, and this is for spine number 1152. This is a work from 1997, and the name of the filmmaker is David Lynch, and the name of the work is here, Lost Highway. And here is the cover art design, which is on the website here, Lost Highway. And I should point out too that according to the website, we have two options: the 1-disc Blu-ray option or the 2-disc 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo, to be made available October 11th, 2022. Spine number 1152. Yes. This is really quite exciting. We've met before, haven't we? So the film Lost Highway is one that I've seen countless times. I saw it in the theater when it was released back in the late 90s, and I was getting into the world of David Lynch at the time. And when this erupted on the scene, and those opening images emerged on the screen in that darkened theater, and the highway at night, and the speed, and the David Bowie music, it was like something out of a nightmare, and it was swirling and confusing, and it was overwhelming and perplexing and funny. Oh, so funny. There were some really laugh out loud hilarious moments in this, as well as some scary moments and the like. And so this is my very sort of haphazard way or attempt at trying to gather my thoughts, because I'm still processing just how excited I am. I'm very, very excited for this. I'm very fortunate to have had Lost Highway on previous releases here. For example, the Kino Lorber Blu-ray from some time back. I also have the Japanese Blu-ray disc, Blu-ray release, which is right here. And I really enjoy this too, because it happens also to have a second disc on DVD, which has, so the Blu-ray disc of Lost Highway is here, and then if you flip this over, you have the second DVD disc, and this is of Dumbland. So very, very excited. I love this film immensely. And I remember when the film came out and I got the CD soundtrack, I just listened to that constantly. The track that always got to me, and the scene that always got to me, was I Put a Spell on You, Marilyn Manson. So, wow. So, yeah, there's so much to talk about when we speak about Lost Highway. So much. And Bill Pullman, Patricia Arquette, it's just, it's amazing. Walter Getty, it's amazing. So, can't wait to talk about this. I cannot wait. Now, I'm looking at the director-approved special edition features. It's new 4K digital restoration, supervised and approved by David Lynch, with new 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. Wow, so cannot wait for this. And also alternate uncompressed stereo soundtrack. And it says for the 4K UHD, one 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR and one Blu-ray with the film in special features. So the Blu-ray looks like will have the special features, including Pretty as a Picture, right? The Art of David Lynch. So that's one that I've seen a number of times, but it'll be great to watch that again. That's a great one. And then reading of Room to Dream, and then archival interviews and the like. So very, very exciting. Very, very excited indeed. Lost Highway is coming to the Criterion Collection. Let me say that again. Lost Highway is coming to the Criterion Collection. Say it again. Lost Highway is coming to the Criterion Collection. So, and wow. Oh. And 4K UHD at that as well. Wow. Amazing. Ah, that's great. Wow, that is really, really great. So I'm very, very thrilled about this. And I cannot wait to talk about this when it arrives. So, Lost Highway, my dear friends, October 11th, 2022. Next, also scheduled for release October 11th, 2022, and this is a film from 1944 for spine number 1153, and you have the option of one disc Blu-ray or one disc DVD, and it's the film from Frank Capra, Arsenic and Old Lace. And here's the cover art design right there. Again, please pardon me for my very poor presentation of the cover art designs, etc. I apologize. If you need better resolution pictures, I encourage you to check out the website directly, the Criterion website directly, because the resolution is quite excellent there. Far from my own poor resolution and poor presentation skills, that's for sure. But wow, Arsenic and Old Lace. This is also very huge news. Frank Capra and this type of funny, sinister goings on. There is a type of a Halloween sensibility about this as well. And so the comedy count, the sort of the wonderful, charming wit about it as well, and Frank Capra and Cary Grant. Oh my goodness, this is huge. This is really, really huge, and it's purported to be based on a new 4K digital transfer with uncompressed monaural soundtrack on the Blu-ray, and with a new audio commentary as well, with other listed special features here. So this is amazing. This is really amazing for a number of reasons. Arsenic and Old Lace is one of those great classics, 1940s classics. Cary Grant, Frank Capra, of course. It's huge classic. I love this film immensely, and I remember seeing this film, a number of times on rental, and growing up, and then of course. Another huge reason why this is a big deal in the context of Criterion is Arsenic and Old Lace was a Criterion Laserdisc, and so we have yet another title that used to be in the Criterion Laserdisc catalog is now making its triumphant, say, re-emergence or return to the Criterion Collection physical media catalog, this time in the form of this Blu-ray or this DVD. So you have the choice of either option at spine number 1153. And I should add too that while we have seen the trend of DVD, the format maybe not always being available for every single new release announcement, it is still being made available where it is being made available. And here is a great example of that. So this is very exciting news on a number of fronts in terms of the physical media component aspect of it, the continued availability of the DVD format, which is wonderful, by the way. I'm 100% a DVD format fan. Really, I am. And so to have this is really quite amazing. And also the return via the link with the Criterion Laserdisc catalog history. And then, of course, the ability to watch this film again. I haven't seen any new 4K restoration of this, so it'll be, in many ways, too, maybe from that perspective, an eye-opening, new feeling experience while revisiting a film that I truly love and cherish from these days. And again, Frank Capra and Cary Grant, wow. Arsenic and Old Lace is coming to the Criterion Collection. Let me say it again. Arsenic and Old Lace is coming to the Criterion Collection again, because of because of its rich history. So, well done, Criterion. This is splendid news. Once again, October 11th, Arsenic and Old Lace. Next, scheduled for release on October 18th, 2022, and this is from 2019, the year 2019, for spine number 1156, and the name of the filmmaker is Jairo Bustamante, and the name of the work is La Llorona. Please pardon me for my poor pronunciation, but here is the cover art design for La Llorona, and I have not seen this film from Jairo Bustamante, but I have heard a number of things about it. I have seen prior to this announcement, I'd seen the trailer and I'd heard, I'd seen some clips through that online, and it made quite an impression in terms of the type of horror atmosphere elements that I was feeling, and it felt very quite eerie and disturbing. So. And quite scary. So this is seemingly we're getting a type of horror or maybe a Halloween film vibe going here so far in terms of what we're seeing here. So for October and Criterion. So this work by Jairo Bustamante. So this will be a first time watch for me. I had been intrigued by it, but it just was not able to catch up with it, unfortunately, from the year 2019. But now I have this opportunity, so I look forward to this immensely. I'm looking at the director-approved special edition features for this, which is described to be 2K digital master approved by director Jairo Bustamante, and with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack on the Blu-ray, according to this. And I should point out here too that the website indicates Blu-ray option, 1-disc Blu-ray option, or 1-disc DVD option. So once again, hooray for the continuing a presence of the DVD format. I enjoy the Blu-ray format, of course, but I also enjoy and support the DVD format wholeheartedly. So it's great to see that here as well. And again, a new first-time watch for me. So I look forward to this very much. Again, for spine number 1156 from 2019, La Llorona. Next, scheduled for release on October 18th, 2022. This is a film from 1997 for spine number 1155. The name of the filmmaker is Kiyoshi Kurosawa, and the name of the work is Cure. And again, it looks like we are having, at least for the most part anyway, somewhat of a maybe horror thriller type of theme that's going on, current that's running through these titles so far. Again, it may be befitting considering the month of October. Kurosawa's Cure, Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cure, is an utterly frightening adventure into the unknown, and our heroes that we meet, the unwitting heroes and detectives trying to figure out this mystery. The deeper one goes into this mystery of these killings and seeming random nature of them. The deeper one goes into the mystery, the more dangerous the terrain is, and the risks increase as to losing one's grip on quote-unquote reality. And we have this idea of a type of maybe perplexing images that are on display, and the motives that become even more intertwined with a sense of maybe science and superstition, and also this notion of hypnotism and the like, and that leads to this idea of maybe losing control, and the fear and the scare factor of the point of breaking and losing control, because once control is lost, anything is possible. Anything within the realms of the completely horrible and the horrific and tragic. Anything becomes possible. And that is, I think, at the heart of the horror of Kurosawa's Cure. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. And it says here 4K digital restoration, supervised by cinematographer Tokusho Kikumura with uncompressed stereo soundtrack. And it says new conversation between director Kiyoshi Kurosawa and filmmaker Ryusuke Hamaguchi. Oh, very interesting. And interviews with actors Masato Hagiwara and Koji Yakusho. And then also an interview from 2003 with Kurosawa. I point out that there is the great label Eureka Masters of Cinema, and I was very fortunate some time back to get that release as well. But I'm very, very excited for I also have a DVD of it from Japan, but I'm very, very excited for this release here. Does it have, oh, it has a trailer too. The trailer for Cure is really creepy. It's such a creepy trailer. It's so effective, so chilling, so creepy, and so just great. I'm glad it's being included here. I hope it's, yeah. But in any event, Cure, Kurosawa's Cure, and Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cure. This is one to get. Very, very chilling indeed. I'm looking forward to this immensely. And it says, as far as options are concerned, it says indicates only the Blu-ray single disc option. So just keep that in mind. But once again, for October 18th, 2022, for spine number 1155, this is Cure. And last, but certainly not least, scheduled for release October 25th, 2022, for spine number 1154. And this is also from 1997. And so we have it looks like the option is going to be Blu-ray, but 2-disc Blu-ray. And this is the work from filmmaker Casey Lemons. And this is the work which is Eve's Bayou. Eve's Bayou is coming to the Criterion Collection. This is also wonderful, wonderful news. I'm so thrilled by this. This is a work that I was so fortunate to have been able to see in the theater as well. This is also in the late 90s. And I remember the buzz in the air about this film. This was, critics were talking about this. They were saying, "This, you have to go see this, you have to go see this." And so, my mother and I, we wanted to go see this film, and it did not disappoint. It was atmospheric, it was moody, it had this idea of this mystery that's going on at the heart of this, and it was intriguing, and it was spellbinding, and it was really magic and electrifying, and so dramatic, so utterly dramatic, with these human drama components anchoring the film in a way that makes it so relatable. What an overall beautiful experience this was to watch Eve's Bayou. Wow, what a film indeed. And wow, and now it is emerging here in the Criterion Collection with a number of points according to the supplements or the listing here on the website. This is very, very intriguing indeed. I've seen the film a number of times, but I admit to not being in any way an expert in the film. So this release is, again, I am looking forward to this immensely. Wow, I'm going to say it again. Eve's Bayou is coming to the Criterion Collection. Wow, amazing. And in what format? According to the site, it says new 4K digital restoration of the director's cut, supervised by Director Lemons and cinematographer Amy Vincent, with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. So, new director's cut. So this is, let's see, according to the website here, 115 minutes. And it says too that the original 108-minute theatrical release version will be made available. And it also says audio commentary on the director's cut featuring Lemons and others. So, I was not able, or I haven't gotten this on any subsequent, say, physical media release since. So I don't know what the release history is of this film, but suffice to say that I therefore am at this point maybe more familiar with the theatrical release version. And so it'll be great to see the director's cut version for me again, 108-minute theatrical release version, and then the 115 director's cut version, which is the main attraction that appears for this work. So you're getting two versions here, which is I'm always in favor of that. Whenever one is able to get more than one release version of the film within the same release package, that is also cause for celebration. Plus the commentary to boot, so that's great. And also short film by Lemons. Dr. Hugo from '96, so amazing. Plus a number of other supplements and interviews, etc., that seem to be listed here. So, Yves Bayou is coming to the Criterion Collection. Look at that! Look at that! Yves Bayou is coming to the Criterion Collection, and wow, wow! I mean, it was great to see. It was great to see this film, and of course, Lemons had appeared in some discussions of Criterion supplements of other Criterion films that had been recently released as well. One Night in Miami, for example. But and so now we have Lemon's own work being shown here and being released here in this great way. And what a work this is! Yves Bayou. Wow, this is also amazing, absolutely amazing. I suppose maybe it had been rumored here and there and the like, but like with these other titles, but to have this actually happen, this is amazing. This is incredible. So thank you so much for this. Again, let me say it again. I have to pinch myself, right? Yves Bayou is coming to the Criterion Collection. Amazing. So this is scheduled for release October 25th, 2022. So that is the state of things with regard to the October release announcements. So Night of the Living Dead, Lost Highway, Arsenic and Old Lace, La Llorona, Cure, and Yves Bayou. This is a very, very exciting month indeed. For me, the Jairo Bustamante work is the one that I will be watching for the first time. So that is making me very, very excited indeed. And as for the other titles, I have such a great fondness for them in their own respective ways. And there's a lot of, I think, history going on here, as well as a lot of excitement and re-emergence of things. There seem to be a number of titles from the late 90s, like 97. So this is in many ways a type of sweet spot in my own mind, in my own memory, in my own cinema journey, because of the it was a time when I was graduating from high school and entering into college, and so and it was also a very exciting time from my perspective anyway, and I think from the perspective of others in terms of the landscape of movies that one could see in the theater, and the sort of independent art house film vibe that was ever present during the time in the 90s and the like. And so in that spirit, you have, and then also you have films for me that I just adored. I mean, when I was a kid, I just watched Frank Capra films over and over and over again on rentals, and so to be able to get that opportunity back again with the work like Arsenic and Old Lace and of course the Laserdisc connection as well. It's just a fantastic time. And then just returning to those other films, Yves Bayou I mentioned, very excited for that. And Cure, I mentioned to the Kurosawa work. I love this film very much. It is so chilling. It is so scary, so effective. And Lost Highway. This probably has the potential for being a big one, a very big one indeed. I mean, it's like Night of the Living Dead, which is also going to be getting a 4K UHD treatment here in October. Lost Highway. This is huge. This is really, really huge. To be able to talk about Lost Highway on this channel, I've tried to speak about Lost Highway many times. I've thought about it. I've made some videos that I never uploaded because the discussions were never any good, and so I abandoned those, never to be shown to anyone ever. But I will try to remedy that upon the timing of this release from Criterion in October. I I um I cannot emphasize enough just how how excited I am for this selection. And just to take again Lost Highways as an example, this is a work that was, I think, so important for me in the late 90s, at the age that I was, right, 17, 18, in the late 90s when I saw this in the theater for the first time, and walked out of the theater, and it was like the world changed. The world changed, right? Or to borrow a phrase from another sort of Lynch connection, the world spins. And so, right, and so to be able to go back to this moment in time, and to be sure that I'm paying attention to the speed limit when I'm driving, and to be mesmerized by the way the film opens, and to revisit the giant phones and things like that. It's gonna be so, and then the music, of course, the soundtrack, and of course we're gonna get this restoration and plus the 4K application to boot. Wow, wow, wow! Cannot wait, cannot wait. And then I mentioned Night of the Living Dead. Yes, George Romero. Any opportunity to be able to talk about Night of the Living Dead and George Romero, yes, is great news indeed. So let us make room for that when it arrives in October, and indeed for the other titles when they arrive in October. When it's now quite late where I am. It's about 2:30 in the morning right now. I haven't gone to sleep yet, so I admit I'm very, very sleepy and tired and exhausted on the one hand, but at the same time I am very motivated and excited and fueled by this news on the other. Very, very exciting indeed. Very, very exciting indeed. So this is the month of October. A few months away. I should point out that while we do see the application of the DVD format in some but not all titles, so that's good, and while we do see the continuing application of the 4K UHD format, which is also very exciting, very excellent, I should point out that we're not seeing any box sets here. So 2022 so far, from my vantage point, is the year where box sets seem to be, relatively speaking, few and far between. It's not like we're getting zero, but we are getting, I would say, a number that is somewhat less than what we might have seen, say, in past years. So will this change? Will this landscape change between, say, October and then November and December? So there are only a couple months left out before we run out of months of release announcements for 2022. So fingers crossed that there might be something going on. But if in the chance that nothing does occur in the box sets category, will that make me disappointed? I don't think so, because of the strength of the titles that we have here, including, for example, the titles that we have just seen announced earlier today. But that's something to keep to keep an eye out for, just in case we get any news between here and, again, the remaining months before we run out of 2022 months. But in the meantime, my friends, I think we can really enjoy what Criterion has to offer, including those titles for October. So, my dear friends, if you have any thoughts or comments about these titles and your reactions, please, please, please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I would very much love to hear what it is you have to say. Okay, my dear friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well, and please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. I very, very much appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.